Hello and Grand Rising. I'm Krishan Divine, and I just felt inspired to make a video for everybody. I was in a morning meditation, and I was inspired to kind of just get out of my comfort zone and start sharing some of my knowledge that I've been learning over the last few years or a couple years. Most of you guys will know me from the military, from the Army, and a lot has happened since I got out. I was medically discharged in 2019 for a tear in my meniscus. A lot of you guys know I had knee issues from basketball, so tore my meniscus in a field exercise, and I was medically discharged. So what I have been kind of going through a spiritual awakening. Actually, not kind of, I have gone through a spiritual awakening, and it's changed my life completely. I am not the same person that I was 2 years ago. And I just kind of want to update you guys as to where I'm at and give you some background. So I was medically discharged, and when I got out, I wanted to do something that was going to make me happy every day. I was tired of, waking up and just dreading going to work and hating life, and I didn't want to do that anymore. And now that I wasn't going to be in the military anymore, I had an opportunity to do something that I really loved. So, or just to try something. We put all this pressure on ourselves to have to figure everything out in your 20s or even in your early 20s, but realistically, it's not realistic. We're told to work a job until we're whatever age, and then that's your life. And I refuse to believe that now at this point in my life. So I decided, I took a test to help me figure out what I was going to be best at, and cosmetology pulled up on my test, and I was like, oh my God, like that sounds so much fun, and I can help people. I love playing with hair and makeup anyway, so I'm like, oh, I can help people and make them feel good about themselves. That's a great job. So I decided to dive in, and I got my cosmetology license. I started doing hair, and a series of unfortunate events led me to have to not do hair anymore. I went ahead and got just a job 9 to 5 so that I can help support and live on my own. So starting out doing hair, you have to build a clientele, and that could take years, and it just the money I was making wasn't enough to sustain a life by myself. So I went ahead and got a job, which is the job I'm in now, and I'm realizing the more I grow spiritually, the more doors that are opening for me spiritually, and I don't want to work a regular job. I think maybe my soul, my higher self, has known this my entire life, because in high school I had no idea what I wanted to do. Nothing really appealed to me. I didn't know what I wanted. I couldn't really see myself doing anything in particular. So I thought, okay, let me just take the scholarship. I'll serve in the Army for a few years to give me some time to figure out who I am and what I want to do. And now that I'm actually out living my life, there's still nothing that I can find or can think of that really fits or that would really make me happy. And so the more I grow spiritually, all of these doors are opening up for me, and my mind is expanding, and I'm realizing that I don't have to conform to society and what society is telling me what the type of life I have to live and the job I have to have in order to sustain a life for myself or provide for a family I may have in the future, So I'm diving in at this point in my life, and I'm going to start doing things that make me happy. And right now, the stuff that makes me happy is spirituality. And I'm going to kind of go off on another topic right now, spirituality. What I mean when I say that is love. That's what I've been learning over the past couple years. Because, people claim they're spiritual, you can have all the trinkets and do all the practices, but that doesn't make you a spiritual person or a spiritual being, in that term of using that word. But, being spiritual is an understanding of life and how to implement those things that you learn into your own life to bring yourself peace, to bring your soul peace. So, everyone is on a spiritual path, whether you know it or not, or accept that or not. We all have a spirit, we all have a soul. So we are all on a spiritual journey. And there's no right or wrong to that journey. There's no timeline as who's ahead of who's behind. Everyone's on their own path. So it's no right or wrong. It's not like I'm better because I have this understanding now. That's not it at all. Everyone's on their own path. So when I say spirituality, I mean love. Ultimately, that's what I've been learning, is that love is the answer. God is love. God is unconditional love. There's no higher frequency or higher vibration than love. That's what God is. And that's what I'm realizing. And anytime you have the highest vibration in anything that you're doing, the possibilities are endless. It's only good outcomes that can come for you, that can happen for you. And right now, I'm shooting this video with all the love in my heart, and I'm diving into something that I've not necessarily comfortable doing, but I know that it could possibly help someone out there. So I want to share my journey and share the knowledge that I've learned. I'm going to start making more videos and talking a little bit more about what I've been learning, and how it's changed my life completely. It's changed who I am. It's changed my confidence. It's changed my happiness, everything. And it's opened up so many doors to just everything that I can create in this life. And it's not just me. Everyone can tap into this and start creating the life that you want. That's what I'm going to start doing. I am creating a life at this point. I'm realizing that there's no job out there, there's no regular job out there that really speaks to me and is something that I want to do. What I want to do is help people with this realization that they have control of their lives, and that God is always accessible. God is with us. We are a part of God. We come from God. So it's always there. And I won't say he or she, because God is both. If anything, it's not one or the other. It's the both. It's the balance. It's the feminine and the masculine. The balance is what's important. So. And I'll talk about a lot more in other videos. I'll go on, certain topics that I've learned. But I now, in this part of my life, I'm going to kind of do stuff that people don't normally do, or talk about things people don't normally talk about, live the life that people don't normally live, because that's what's calling me right now. That is what's going to make my soul happy. And as long as you're doing what makes your soul happy, everything will always work out for you. And as long as you are giving, you're vibrating at that highest frequency of love and happiness and joy, and you can have nothing else but a spectacular and tremendous life, because that's just the law of science, of physics. It's a vibration. Emotions is what sets our vibration. So when you're vibrating at that highest frequency of love, happiness, and joy, only good things and love and happiness can only come to you. So that's just a little something of what I've been learning, and a little background as to where I'm at, who I am now, where I came from, for those of you who don't know me, those of you who do know me, to understand the path that I've been on. I know you can see, my photos and the stuff that I post, and I'm going to start talking about it now at this point. And I just want to share the knowledge, and hopefully if this touches even one person, that's all that matters. And if it touches more, that's even better. I just want to start sharing my knowledge. So hopefully this video was pleasant and inspiring, for those of you that are looking for something else, something that is, calling, but you can't figure it out what it is. Hopefully this can inspire you to, get out and try something new or do something different. And don't conform to what society's telling you to do, because it's okay. God has you. It's going to be okay as long as you're happy and you're doing something that is beneficial to your happiness and others. You can't go wrong. So that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share that. I'm going to be sharing a lot more. And so thank you. thank you for watching, and more to come. Peace, love, and namaste.